Welcome to huevoicesdotcom. I'm Bobby Marvin, and on this segment, I'll be speaking with Zarifa Roberson. Roberson is the publisher of I.D.E.A.L Magazine, a quarterly publication she decided to launch after recognizing lack of representation of people living with disabilities. A fighter for the cause, Roberson has not only become a media entrepreneur, but an advocate for people like herself working and living with a disability. My first question for you, Zarifa, is what is National Disability Employment Awareness Month?
National Disability Employment Awareness Month was created by Congress in 1988 to acknowledge people with disabilities who are employed and some of the issues and barriers that they face by their employees. So it's just bringing awareness to the disability community about people being employed in the disability community. So basically, that's what it is.
As not only a person of disability, but also an advocate, what have you been doing this month to spread the word?
Well, there's a lot of different universities and colleges and employment agencies that are acknowledging the month for National Disability Employment Awareness Month. I will be speaking at Coppin State University this coming Thursday, the 28th, at Coppin State University, just speaking about entrepreneurship among people with disabilities and highlighting the magazine through my presentation, as well just being in the community, sharing people about the knowledge about National Disability Employment Awareness Month. And through our publication, what I experienced when I've been talking to about a lot of professions and colleagues in the field, a lot of them don't even know that October is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. And so I have to constantly enlighten people about this month. And we actually, in the fall edition, we're actually acknowledging that and telling people about the employment rate, some of the statistical facts that is actually on the Department of Labor's website. And we're just trying to make more public awareness how people with disabilities are still not being employed at a rate compared to people without disabilities. And that's a growing concern.
You got ahead of me just a little bit, Zarifa, but since you touched on a little bit, let's talk about your magazine, I.D.E.A.L Magazine. Discuss the focus of it.
Well, I.D.E.A.L Magazine is a magazine for urban young people with disabilities, and we talk about topics regarding employment, education, cultural awareness, anything that you can think about when it comes to the disability community. We talk about sex, love, sexuality, everything. And we also highlight people with and without disabilities that are doing significant or making a significant impact in the community and society. We're working with people with disabilities. So we're a young urban magazine. We understand in the urban communities, people with disabilities don't have the best resources, so we're trying to bring some of the resources to them through the publication as well.
How long I.D.E.A.L Magazine has been running as a publication? How long you guys been in business?
We've been running our magazine since 2004. We took our hiatus in 2005 when I started grad school. I decided to take a hiatus. I started grad school at Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland, to go back to school and get a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling, to make me more aware of people with disabilities and make myself more knowledgeable and be more sensitive to all the disability communities within the disability community.
Why did you decide to launch this publication in the first place?
Why did I decide to relaunch?
Yes. No. Why did you decide to launch this publication in the first place?
I noticed that when doing my research, there was no publication that was for the professional person with a disability. There was no kind of publication that was that spoke to the young high school students or young people. I'm only 31, excuse me, I'm only 31 years old. And I didn't see a publication that was for something that spoke to me. And when I think about Essence, I love Essence Magazine. I love Ebony. I love Jet. But when it comes to disabilities, it kind of, I don't feel as though they really talk about it as much as I would like them to talk about it. And that's where we come in at.
What do you want to accomplish with I.D.E.A.L Magazine in the future?
Okay, great. That's a great compliment. That's a great question. We actually want to be the #1 publication for people with disabilities. #1. We want to be #1 globally. We want to have this magazine every country around the country. Around the world, in every country. So we want to speak to people with disabilities who are living in Japan, China, Africa, Australia, everywhere.
Okay.
So that's what I want to accomplish with this magazine.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for